It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity, and I am in Coronado in San Diego County looking at a really hot mess. Now, this was a hot mess that I created a couple of years ago, and it has completely run amok. So Hannah and I are here today to completely reinvent this pot. Now, a couple of things. It is right on the ocean. I mean, like literally I could throw a rock and hit the ocean. And this is a rather protected, shady, somewhat shady location. So we've got, the sticks on fire, which we had originally put in here for that pop of color, but I'm over it. And a couple of little aloe Dorotheas, which were really orange. And they, because of the shade, they've really reverted to green. So I'm not feeling those anymore. We've got a Portulacaria minima, which I really do like as a spiller. It's behaving very nicely. And then over here, we've got an Athona capensis. So this coloration on this Athona tells me that this does get some sun and that my client does not overwater. It's colored up very, very nicely. But then we've got other fillers in here, like some cotyledon and, some little, looks like maybe graptopetalums and things that are dead that I can't even identify anymore. So what I'm anticipating is that this is going to come out basically in one big lump. So the first thing that I'm going to do, because I don't want to damage them, is cut off these aloe Dorotheas, because these are really, really pretty little aloes. And I'm going to take this with me and use it in another application. And you can kind of see the little bit of the coloration here and what this plant has the potential to do to turn that reddish orange. So this is coming home with me. And there's another one back here that's even bigger. So I'm going to cut that and set it aside as well. Then I think that's pretty much.
3 of them.
Really, Hannah? Oh, there's another one. Yeah, if it was a snake, that'd have bit me. Okay, let's cut that one out too. Set it aside. I don't really want to take this out, but I might have to but let's just see if I'm right. Let's see if this whole thing kind of pops out in one piece.
Do you want me to help you out?
It's on a base, so maybe it would be a good idea to have Hannah help me. Okay, Hannah is going to, careful, because that thing is not fiberglass, it's concrete. Very nice. And let's see. Oh, yep, just as I expected. Look at that, friends. Completely root bound. Love it. Just makes my life easier. Okay, so now I can grab the Portulacaria. I want to keep the roots on the Portulacaria because I've never had a lot of success working with this plant as a cutting. So I kept a lot of the roots. When I put this back, it should not miss a beat. But look at how that is it's trained itself so well to spill over. I love that. And then also, this Athona capensis is really pretty, so let's save that too. There we go. Hannah says this is a much better angle because now you can see that ocean that I was talking about. Should I try to throw a rock? Right? Super close. So pretty. All right. What type of soil do I use when I'm working with pots? For me, here in the land of milk and honey, where the weather is perfect and it's ground zero for succulents, it doesn't really matter what kind of soil I use. Hannah and I usually buy whatever's on sale. So thus the Miracle-Gro.
No, but it's potting mix.
And also, but it is important that it be some sort of potting specific. You don't want to use garden soil because it tends to have a lot of organic material in it that stains and leaches. And I learned that the hard way. This Miracle Grow is fine. It's really light. There's perlite in it. And it also has, some fertilizer built right in. So that's also super helpful because I am going to be using Sansevieria as my thriller, which is not a succulent. It's what I like to call a succulent compatible, meaning it eats at the same restaurant. Doesn't need a whole lot of water. Can tolerate some periods of drought. Oh, that looks like a perfect pour, doesn't it? All right, so when you apply, it's a little extra, but when you apply your soil, make sure that you do a really, really good job of tamping it down. Because what happens over time is this decomposes, and then your soil level ends up way down here, and you got to take everything out and start over, which is not real fun to do. Okay, now if you wanted to create a little drama in your pot by doing a little mounding up of the soil, you could do that. That's really not going to be necessary for my application. Yeah, I really think this is pretty perfect. Okay. All right, now for my thriller, I have mother-in-law's tongue, or Sansevieria, which this is a plant that I'm really into right now. And it is so compatible with succulents. And if you've got a shady or a somewhat shady space, this is your thing right here. Any of you that grow Sansevieria indoors know that it really does not drink a lot of water. It stays, the soil in this pot has always stayed pretty moist. This is one that I actually brought from home that I had inside my house. Okay. Pop it out. Now with the Sansevieria, this is another plant that is extremely tough and can grow, pretty easily just as a cutting.
You lost another one in front of you.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Isn't this a pretty variegate? Look at that. All right. So when you're doing your pot too, think about presentation. Now, obviously, this is pretty much a 360-degree situation here. We want to enjoy it from this perspective. We want to enjoy it from the front door. We want to enjoy it from the garage, from the window over here. So I think I have to kind of pick and choose because this is not going to be a perfectly symmetrical install. I think I want my client to get a lot of enjoyment from that window and also from the sidewalk. Those are going to be my priorities. So the Sansevieria, I am going to plant pretty much right smack dab in the middle because I do want this plant, I want to give it plenty of room to grow.
Have your tarp, so you can throw some soil if you need to.
Yeah, I can throw some soil if I need to because I've got that tarp, but I think I'm going to need to because I don't want these falling over. For a little pop o' color, I brought some echeveria millii. I think these are going to be really, really happy in this location. So obviously with this being due west, we have the sunrise is directly behind or in front of me. So this is shaded a little bit by this pygmy palm, but it gets so much bright indirect light. I think I could probably plant just about anything and it would do well here. Okay, so I brought 2 millii. So I'm going to do one on either side of the Sansevieria. And those jets that you hear are from North Island. We're very, very close to the airfield here. Okay, now this millii, I'm going to plant a little lower in the pot because I don't want this to look like palm fronds. So I'm gonna dig this one out a little more, and I think I want to go. Yeah, I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna dig this one out even deeper.
Nice aim.
Thank you. Hannah says, nice aim. Okay. All right. Yeah. I like that. I like that this one's planted a little deeper and it's not quite as tall. A little asymmetry there for the W. Okay, now I've got this fabulous echeveria. This is a gibiflora hybrid of some kind. Beautiful. Yeah, Hannah says, you put that one here. And then I'm thinking, oh, and it here. But, okay, so here's the decision, right? Where's it going to get the most bang for the buck, do you think? If we were the homeowner, where would we enjoy this most?
She parks her car here, gets out of it here, goes through the garage.
Yeah, she parks her car here.
She doesn't ever really use the front door, and she has the kitchen.
Yeah, she doesn't really use the front door. She's got the kitchen window. So, yeah, I think that Hannah's right. This should happen over here.
We can even twist the pot a little bit more.
Yeah. You know, and you can also, we can manipulate the pot, but I am a little concerned because it's on a saucer. This is a really, really old ceramic pot. It's kind of like, it's really like plaster. Hi. Oh, wonderful. We have a guy, the lawn guy is here. So yes, I do not, you know, I don't want to break this pot. It's probably older than I am, which is really saying something. Okay. Oh no, fallen soldier. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to take a little more of the soil off the echeveria too because we just don't need it. And I don't want to dig a hole any deeper than I need to. I don't want to work that hard. Okay. Oh, yeah. Right?
Lower.
Hannah's like lower. Okay.
From this side you can see.
Okay. Another pro tip is to take the plant out of the pot before you dig the hole, and that'll give you some indication of just how big and deep of a hole that you need to make. I mean, Aeonium urbicum, you know, is a really common plant. But I just love it with Sansevieria. It's one of my favorite, and it always has been one of my favorite combos. And they're very, very compatible together too. I did a Sansevieria Aeonium combo at a property in Chula Vista that we've been working at for over 20 years. And those in-tree planters are still Sansevieria and Aeonium to this day. Such a winner. Okay. All right, now there you go. I have my thrillers and my fillers, right? So now we need to add our spillers. And I identified the Athona capensis and the Portulacaria minima. So what are we thinking, Hanny? Do we want to do, I think I want to do the Athona over here where it was because it's going to get hit with more sun and stay prettier colored. We'll just do the way it was. We had the Porty over here and the...
Although this new spiller is pretty, and maybe you should go in front.
What? What new spiller? Well, that I was going to put in the back.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll use it if I need it, though. Okay, so here we're going to do the Athona. Okay. And then over here, we will do the millii. I mean the Porty. I want to go kind of deep with this, yeah, because I don't want this standing up. I want it laying down. Let's see how that is. Nice. There it is.
So,
No? Neat deeper?
yeah, I think you
Okay.
should take out the lily eye and then kind of stick it under the.
I think I can do that without taking the millie eye out, though. See, look.
There, that's better.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, and remember backfilling, super important. Can't stress that enough. Don't be lazy. Get under those skirts and really pack your soil in. Okay. So here I am in the backyard, and I'm grabbing some cuttings because I came up a little short on plant material. So I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. Take a look at this, guys. Is this the most gorgeous Euphorbia trigona ever? There is not a mark on this plant. And I feel like I can steal a few things without impacting the beauty of this backyard. So see, I've got some cuttings that I can pull into my arrangement that'll fill in some gaps and provide a little bit of color. Okay, so trying to figure out what else to put in this pot. Sometimes you got to get creative. So I think I am going to back one of these aloes back in. Since I've taken it out and cut it, this should color up again, right? So there's that. And being green isn't a bad thing, is it? All right. Let's see how that looks. Right. Ooh, yeah. Right. So pretty. Love that. That's very dramatic. Love that. Now I'm going to take this cotyledon, because this is a really pretty shade of green, more of a lime color, which is really going to pull in the color from that beautiful echeveria gibiflora. And I'm going to tuck it in right here. Oh yeah. Rich, love. Okay. Very nice. Then those cuttings that we pulled from the back, I can tuck into areas where I still feel like it's a little light. Like, see here, this Athona, there's a lot of brown I'm not feeling. So I took this little guy. This was part of the original installation, and we took these off as cuttings. Now that the weather is cooler, these should be just fine. And see, look at this one. There's not even any stem, but that's okay. I'm just going to lay it right here, knowing good full and well that it's going to figure it out. And then I can take my other pieces that I took from the back, limb it up as far as you want. I'm going to stick those in like this. Yeah. I had a couple of beautiful little attenuata variegates, not my attenuata variegata, but like a Cara stripe. And they got left in a bucket at home. I was going to pop those in too, but these will work just as well and maybe even better. And you know, this is, we're reaching the point of subjectivity here too. Maybe you don't want your pots quite as full. Maybe you want to see some zero space. I did bring some top dressing in case I wanted that to be the case with this. Because you know I don't like dirt showing. But I don't know. I don't know that there is going to be any dirt showing to put top dressing on. I'm pretty much getting it all covered up. Wow. Yeah, I think I absolutely can apply a little bit of my top dressing, because when I look down on this pot, I do see dirt and I don't like that. So I am meticulously going to work my top dressing in. I brought some black 3/8. I thought that would be really pretty here at the beach, kind of volcanic and beachy looking. So I'm going to do that right now. All right. So I have installed a little bit of black 3/8 top dressing. You can see that. And now I'm just settling everything in with some water. Remember, this is an installation for a bright light, no beating hot sun, beautiful little front porch. I hope this has inspired you to get out and work in your own gardens. Be sure to subscribe, to like, to share. And if you're interested in working for DFS, please hit me up at designforserenity.com and submit your application, buy your gear, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.